Hi, another video, same day. Today, I forget, it is December 2nd, 3rd, whatever, 2024. My friend Allison is still sitting here on the couch, and she brought up a concept and a principle that was given to me, and I'm going to speak on it now. It has to do with I love living in a fishbowl because it keeps people out. Now, that's a kind of interesting concept to me. Could be boring to you. I'll get another video. Most of us historically think fish are trapped. They can't get out. They have to be in that bowl. And we look with pleasure as humans. We're free. We're free. We can fuck anybody, anytime, anywhere, what we want. But that poor fish, he's trapped. He's in there. He can't get out. Well, over life and wisdom, pushing now up to 100 years of being down on this scumbag planet, I have, you see here, my new aquarium. I love it. I'm going to put different pictures on it. At Christmas, I'm going to put a tree on it. In the summer, I'm going to put a beach on it. I'm starting to be a little bit creative. Anyway, I use the aquarium concept in my whole life. That aquarium runs 24/7, 365. And when I'm not talking to you and I'm not running from the police, I'm sitting in that chair and I look at that aquarium and I say to myself, gee, if I was one of those fish, all the assholes in the world couldn't get to me. I'm underwater. I'm safe. So that's the concept. I love living in an aquarium because other assholes can't get to me. That's the concept. I think we all need to have a feeling of protection. We wear clothes for protection. We wear makeup. We, groom. We have heat, air conditioning. We need protection. Well, we also need psychological, emotional, and spiritual protection. So it depends on which side of the fishbowl you're looking at of. It depends. I would like to be in the fishbowl and get away from all the assholes because they can't swim. They can't get in and get me. But you might feel the other way. You might like to look in the fishbowl and say, I'm glad I'm not in the fishbowl. The assholes can get me anytime, any place, any minute. That's up to you. So,
I have a question.
oh, and here it comes.
Hi,
The
Allison.
Desert News.
Allison, I'm sorry. Salt Lake Tribune again, BYU intern. Thank you, Mr. Bard. My question is that it's interesting how. Can you hear me? Is the press? Can they hear me? Okay. I just wanted to make sure.
I just turned you off.
Okay.
That's what they do to Mike when Trump is debating. Go ahead.
Okay, great. Thank you. My question applies to living in a minority of a religion here, and how people in a certain county can feel like they are living in a fishbowl when you go to other parts of Utah, it's the opposite. So I appreciate your principle on what you just shared. That's all. Thank you so much for your time.
Could we just cut that out? There's a way to, take shit off of my videos. Anyway, I think Allison brought up a very important point. We have a choice. We can be the fish, or we can be the human outside looking at the fish. And it doesn't have to be permanent. We sometimes call that a bubble, orbit. Basically, you and I may want to jump in the fishbowl sometimes and just swim in the warm water and watch the idiotic people that can't get to us. There's other times that we want to sit in a chair and go, well, gosh, that's a beautiful fishbowl. I'm on the outside. I'm so glad I'm not confined to the water. And basically, I have a choice. So as humans, we can be in the fishbowl or out of the fishbowl. But the fishbowl is a barrier. And Allison brought up a very important point about the orbit and the bubble of the Mormon church. living in the Mormon church is living in the fishbowl. The fish wear magic underwear. They don't drink, they don't smoke, they have all the rules. They live in the water. The water is a certain temperature. They can only swim so high, so low. There's many, many, many rules in the Mormon fishbowl. So if I bring the fish out and put it outside the bowl, it'll flop. That's kind of like what we call resigned members of the Mormon church. We flop. We don't know what to say. We don't know what to do. We have no goddamn social skills. We don't know how to interact. We don't know how to have fun. We don't know how to read body language. That fish, when I take it off the bowl there and put it on the ground, it's out of water. That's where you get that phrase, the fish is out of water. So basically, we have a choice. We can be in the fishbowl, we can be out of the fishbowl. We can be in the orbit of the water and the environment, or we can be outside with freedom. But remember, freedom brings responsibility. The fish don't have a job. They don't pay bills. They don't change their own damn water. They don't pay for the heat to keep the water warm. The goldfish float on top if you don't have a damn heater in there and an aerator. I have to pay for that. So there's some advantages of being in the bowl and some advantages of certainly being out of the bowl. And again, when a Mormon resigns from the Mormon church, it's just like taking one of those fish out of there. It knows its orbit, it knows its environment, it knows its people, it speaks, it looks, it has the heat, it has everything there. All the rules are there. But if you take them out and bring them into the quote, real world, they're a fish out of water. They don't know what to say, what to do. We don't use the word retarded anymore, but I can use that word because I have a son that's retarded, and I'm pushing 80 years old. That's the damn world. Special ed, challenge, people can use any word you want. But the fish is retarded, just like a resigned member of the church is totally retarded. When you resign from the Mormon church, it's going to take you and me. It took me, recovery. It's like an alcoholic. If you're a recovered alcoholic, you're still an alcoholic. If you're a resigned member of the Mormon church, you're still a member of the Mormon church. The PTSD does not go away. So to really be able to acclimate reasonably into the outside world, a Mormon who resigns, I'm going to say it takes about 5 years. It's going to take 5 years for us to understand facial features, good morning, hello, proper speech, tone, inflection, social norms, and the way we interact in the normal world. But when you take that fish out of there, put it on the floor, and you take a Mormon out of the Mormon church and put it on the floor, they're just going to both flop. And, the fish is going to die because it can't breathe. The Mormon, resigned person, we just wish we would die. I'm done.